possible. There's a fire at the police station. Please evacuate as soon as possible.
Driver here, he's trying to jump out of the truck when the fire arose, so he fell to the ground. We don't know what is injured on him, whether it's the hand or what. But as far as we are concerned, he's stable.
We are waiting for the ambulance. Okay.
An actual incident, but it was a simulation of an incident. It was an exercise which was planned by Ndume Trading. Ndume Trading is a fuel transportation company that transports fuel on behalf of NAMCO. And this is one of the sites where they normally offload fuel. Just for your information, it is an exercise. So this session we have here, or the purpose of the exercise, was basically to test our preparedness. The preparedness of the fire brigade, the preparedness of the ambulance, the preparedness of the Namibian police, the preparedness of all our stakeholders whom we associate with in our day-to-day business activities. So our gathering here is basically to share the learnings, to share the observations, what you observed, whether it was good or bad. You are most welcome to share with them.
We evacuate and join the others so that we can make it as real as possible. Other than that, if there is any clarity that you guys will want, I'll be here until the debriefing is done.
Thank you, Mr. Kafindi. Thank you very much. The floor is open. If there is anyone who has an observation that you observed, you are welcome, and we'll give you a floor to say something. So, whilst we are preparing ourselves, I just wanted to give a brief feedback on our response from our emergency responders. Normally, in the fuel industry, or in a fuel fire, the response time is very, very important. It plays a key role in terms of determining whether we will be able to put that fire down or not. Your response time is very, very important. So the longer you take to start putting that fire down, the more challenging it becomes for you to fail in whatever you're trying to do to put that fire down. So the industry tells us that we have 5 minutes. Once the fire starts, we have 5 minutes to put that fire down, a fuel fire. If 5 minutes have passed, you must run for your life. That is the rule of the industry. You must run for your life, and like Chief Kasiti said, you must stand as far as you can. In our industry, we say we have a rule of thumb. The rule of thumb says you must run until when you look at your fire and you point a finger or a thumb to the fire, you cannot see it anymore. That is the rule of thumb, and then you say you are safe. If you show your thumb to the fire like this, and you can still see the fire around your finger, then you are still too closer. You must move further until you cannot see the fire with your thumb. Then you are safe. Because there is explosions that happens. Imagine those tanks are underground. If there is a real fire, it's going to be more like a landmine that is hidden in the ground. Everything will mushroom, and then this whole building here will turn upside down. Okay, so the call to our emergency responder was made at 10:25. We made the phone call, the first phone call, to our security providers, which is our call center, at 10:25. We have our internal emergency response team from Ndume, which arrived at 10:30. That is 5 minutes after the call, which was a good response. And then we have the nurses that arrived to come and attend to the injured. They arrived at 10:32. That is 7 minutes later after the fire had started. And the fire brigade arrived at 10:35. That is 10 minutes after the fire had started, meaning they were late for 5 more minutes. Okay? We have an EMED ambulance that came to pick up the injured person. They arrived at 10:36. We have the government ambulance that arrived at 10:47. And in this scenario, we had one casualty, one person who was injured. And this person was seated in the truck. When he heard there is a fire, he tried to jump out of the truck for his safety, but then he fell down and he got injured. In brief, that is the response time from our emergency responders. Okay? So having said that, this floor is now going to be opened to our... Normally the rule is, when you hear the alarm, you must go to the assembly point. There is a point which is identified and marked as emergency assembly point. So when the alarm goes off, we must all evacuate and go to that point so that we account for everybody. We account that all members who were on duty, they are still alive. If there is anybody who is missing, when the fire brigade arrives, we tell them that no, 2 or 3 of our members are missing. They might be trapped inside. Please go and fetch them or search for them. That was my observation. Anyone with a similar observation? While we are still trying to answer, let me ask, do we have an assembly point, emergency assembly point for the station?
Say thanks to Master Ndume, who availed his precious time to give us this exercise as it happened today. We say thanks for that one. From the police side, yes, we did not expect this. Most of you standing here did not expect it. As we, at the managerial level, we keep it for ourselves. And that's the way it's supposed to be. But then, all what we have to say is that for us, it was a wake-up call, and that we should be ready for eventualities that will happen in the same nature. At the same time, I will also thank for those who came to assist us, like the municipality traffic, the fire brigade municipality, our sister and brother organizations as the NDFs, and the other stakeholders that they came in, like Ministry of Health and Social Service, the doctors, and everybody present. We thank you for coming to assist us. Okay. At the same time, I will also say for the members who avail themselves to leave their offices, to come and assist the situation on hand, unknown situations that some of you did not knew. It's why the observation might be also going to in another directions. But then, as we said, this is something that everybody did not knew. When the bill, when there was a noise, everybody was surprised. And when we see people cleaning the venue at the backyards, everybody was asking, is the petrol tank coming? But for those who knew, was at least something funny, and all of us have just went to the same direction to say, no, the petrol will be coming. But we so far, 50% we are happy with your response. I thank you.
Specifically to the police, the nurses, you are looking beautiful in uniform, and my few colleagues. As this drill looks for me very successful. These people, Ndume and Puma, I think, as you say, it is successful. I think you need to pledge to the police a full tank of petrol so that they can do their work. That is what I want to say.
Thank you very much. Thank you everybody, more especially the men and the women in uniform. I was grateful when I see the movement of the forces. Quickly, the road is already blocked. That is what we have to show that we are capable. We are in a uniform of any eventualities. They can fly from air, we can catch them because we are ready. That is showing that we are ready. And I'm very grateful for the nurses. Thank you so much. I hope if we keep on doing this one every year, should we do it every year?
Yes.
So then it will be more successful next year. And thank you very much, Commander. I was so grateful. The commanders who commanded, it was a very straight command, and everybody understand. And it was a surprise as Commander put it, but it was successful. Thank you so much. About the donations, I will speak with the traffic. Maybe I must donate to the traffic. Or to the police. Police. To the police. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.